The project that we wanted to do was based around mental health and happiness. Why? Well, because for teens, this is an area, a time of very great stress. It tends to be the time when you first get diagnosed with a clinical condition such as depression or clinical anxiety or so on. It's a time when you're worried about your future choices. The choices that you make at this point at school are going to affect your life outcome. Very, very important that you stay happy, that you stay mentally healthy at this age. So what do we do? The first thing that we did for Channel 4 was a big piece of research. And this is a wonderful thing. If you think about how a television program gets made, I can go and pitch a TV program and call it, The Boy Whose Face Fell Off. It's very obvious what it's about. It'll either get commissioned or it won't. When you're making an interactive project, especially one for an audience such as teens, that isn't going to work. You have to be very, very sure that what you're doing is, frankly, is relevant and that it's based on any kind of decent science. Croquet Park School is a school in North Tyneside, and it's a school where a program called the UK Resilience Programme is being trialled. And the UK Resilience Programme is very similar to a program in Penn, in Pennsylvania in the States, and it exists to try and strengthen skills of resilience, which is a child's or someone's ability to respond to knocks. And we thought this was a very, very fecund area to build a project around, and it came up from the research. So, our teens, they're not watching TV, especially not education. Well, what are they doing? A risk of being slightly patronising to these guys, because of course it's much, much more complex than just games, Facebook and celebrity. But nonetheless, these three things are very, very important. And this was something that our research came up with. It's unsurprising, but the actual very specific nature of what kind of games, what kind of Facebook applications and what kind of celebrities our audience liked was very important. And enabled us to, for example, think that a game like this might work quite well to explore, enable you to game, to play elements of resilience. In resilience, there's a tenet that says if you make a decision very quickly, you'll be happier with the result of that decision, unless the stakes are very high, in which case you better think about it, or else you might screw something up. That's a very simple thing that we can do here. If you have 3 seconds and you have a small ball, let's say, versus 10 seconds and a larger ball, then again, it's designed just to show that to bring elements of resilience to life. Of course, the web's very, very important. What we wanted to do for our project as well, and what our research suggested, was that online video might help us create a system that, together with the games, could be an overall way of enabling our teen audience to explore the various kinds of learnings that were very, very important in resilience. So what we did is we built a system that had those three things involved in it: games, video, and of course Facebook. Because of course, if we talk about what a game is, it's not just a video game. Games and play are something that we do in all sorts of life, from the sandbox to conversation, and one might say that Facebook itself is a kind of game related to how many friends that you can acquire in some ways and manipulate them, and it turns social interactions into a game.